Hi guys, it's Nora Very Keen. Long time no see. I haven't been on here forever. Whoops, but it's life, whatever. I actually wrote a blog post about it because I had like such I had too big of a New Year's resolution and I wanted to make a video once a week and then I totally got burnt out by like mid-February. I did really well until then. I was like on schedule. I think it was a little ahead of schedule by mid-February and then I was toast. And so I took a break, and I think that's okay. And I have ideas, but I've had like a lot of ideas, and actually I filmed like some half videos, but I don't know. I just wasn't inspired. I was tired, so whatever. So I was in the middle of doing something the other night, and I stopped halfway because I'm like, hey, maybe I'll film this, and I'm jumping back in tonight because I am storing Leon's clothes. I went through and I stored all of his like newborn and 0 to 3 month, and then his 3 to 6 month. And those are stored right now. I vacuum sealed them and put them in Tupperware, like big Tupperware tubs, and they're in his closet. And then I'm going through his. I made a little pile over here. I'll show you right here. That one. Of his 9 month, like 6 to 9 month clothes. And then he's officially grown out of his 12-month clothes too. So he's only 10 months old, but he's officially in 18 and 24-month clothes. That's all in his closet. So I went through his 9 month. I made a little pile right here. And then I have some of his stuff here that I'm going to store too, like his bassinet we're officially putting away, and his like little flat thing that with the arch. I don't know what those are called, but that he laid on. And I am officially putting away his mobile or mobile. What do people call it? I always like mobile or mobile. I feel like it depends upon what part of the country. I say mobile. And then I think of like Mobile, Alabama. I don't know. But he was like standing in his crib trying to pull it down, so that's done. But I wanted to go through his 12-month clothes. And I figured I would just start going through some of them, and maybe if I saw anything that came along with like a little story, I could, talk about what each piece reminds me of, and also just have like a little chit chat about what's happened the last few months. So I'll just only stop if I find something interesting. Right now, he has a lot of onesies. He has a lot of outfits thanks to his grandmothers. My husband's mom buys him the majority of his clothes, and then my mom buys the majority of his accessories. So he's a very well dressed boy, and here he was representing the Boilermakers. Boil up, boiler. I might cut that part out. The Boilermakers. Anyway, this was one of my favorite tops of his. I think it came with pants too, and it had this little roll-up sleeve. And it was just a little button-up. He looked like a little man in it. Anyway, Leon is, he's crawling, and he's standing, and he's trying to walk. Tonight he learned how to throw, where we were holding a ball with his hands and throwing it, and he thought it was so fun to throw. So he was starting to like grab the ball himself, and he would get like 18 chins because he would grab the ball and he'd go trying to throw it. It was so funny. This top I think he wore to daycare like 18 times. It's fine. What do people wear? Like, what do you send your kids to daycare in? Leon only goes, oh my God. I don't even know if I should keep some of these tops because this one has like stain. Do you see? All this is freshly washed. I just washed it all. I feel like there's a little, I don't know. I'll keep it. We'll see. But what do you send your kids to daycare in? Leon goes to daycare, little dress shirt. He goes to daycare twice a week. And I feel like he should wear an outfit. He shouldn't wear pajamas to daycare. I don't know why. So in the winter, I was constantly putting him in a onesie with a pair of pants, with a pair of socks, with like a long sleeve like top over it, or a long sleeve onesie over a short onesie. Oh, his Shamrock St. Patrick's Day stuff. He had too much St. Patrick's Day stuff. I think he wore everything once, but there was some stuff he only wore once. But anyway, like, do any of you have, like, your kids wear pajamas to daycare? I feel like I would be judged on that. I don't know why. Spread love. It's the Nashville way. I have family in Nashville. Leon's been twice. Oh, he went on his second airplane ride. I documented his first one on this channel. And his second one went really well, too. We had 4 people with us. So we had 3 people in one row, and he was able to, like, spread out over the whole row, and he was more interested in, like, looking out the window now. It was a little bit of a longer flight. We flew to Texas, and he slept. Look at these. These are so cute. These are so cute, but they're so hard to get him in. He has some chunky thighs, and it was always hard to, like, squish him into those. This one, so he wore this outfit. This is so cute. He wore this outfit back in December, so he was only 6 months old, and he wore it to my niece's birthday party downtown. We went to the American Girl doll store for tea, and Leon joined us. But this day, so I wrote that, I don't know if I've talked about it here, but I wrote it on my blog that we decided to introduce Leon to peanuts early. So we did early introduction, we did peanut powder, and we did it right after cereal before any other kind of food. Anyway, the first day I was like, this was instructed by our doctor. Do not do that unless you speak to your doctor or do your own research, whatever. Anyway, the first day I was introducing it to him, I had to introduce it on a weekend because I wanted to be there with him like all day long. And it was just the way it was working out. And we were doing a 5-day introductory period. So it just had to be a weekend. And there was like not a good weekend coming up, and I had to do it before I introduced veggies. So anyway, the day I introduced it, it was the morning of this party that we went to. So I was like, okay, like I know we're going to American Girl doll, but I'll be with him all day long. And then the only time I was really worried about was in the car. And I'm like, I'll sit in the back seat with him just in case. And, I didn't think anything would happen, but he has peanuts for breakfast with the peanut powder mixed in with his oatmeal. And then we're in the car. He was fine. And we get to American Girl doll, and I don't know if anybody's ever been there to the Chicago location, but it's like a greenhouse effect, okay? It's floor-to-ceiling windows. It's such a cute thing. And it was really hot in there. And Leon all of a sudden got all red and splotchy. So, of course, my mom was like, oh, my God, he's having a reaction to the peanuts. And, like, I'm kind of freaked out. And my sister's like, look at his tummy, because they always say, like, look at their bodies, his torso. And it wasn't. Well, then I'm realizing this is fleece lined. Like, it's full out fleece lined. So he was just real hot. So I completely stripped him in December in downtown Chicago. And he was wearing just a onesie. And then I put on the pants and, like, undid the top so it hung over to come home. But he did not have an issue with peanuts. It was just this fleece line outfit. So I think that was the only time he wore this. We did not wear it again. It was super cute, though. And then my dad and both of my parents are Northwestern grads. My dad actually played football for them, so he has a lot of Northwestern gear. He wore this just a few weeks ago. I'll pop a picture here, and it was like skin tight on him. It was so hard to get off. These are so cute, though. There's some of the stuff he just goes through so fast. Leon is getting teeth. He has so many hoodies. Look at all these hoodies. I don't think he wore this one. He wore a lot, but we have so many hoodies. It was either like a winter coat or sometimes there's not good in between weather here for this size that we had. But Leon, he cut his first tooth just a few weeks ago. He was kind of a late toother. But he got one little bottom tooth that is so sharp, and now he's cutting like 5 right now. Like I see the other one on the bottom, I see a few more here, and then I see his 2 top ones like bulging. Poor guy. Look at these romp pims. Are these so cute? I think it was this one, If not, I have the funniest picture. I'll put it right here. This little George Costanza pose. I think it was around him. Not totally sure. I think I talked about it here, but he did move into his own room. Um, oh, this one, I think this was his like 7-month outfit for his. He had this, and it came with a little pair of pants. Yeah, here. Look at that. It was a 7-month one. Little buddy. I can't believe he's growing out of this. Like, he's grown out of so much already. It's so sad. This was his North Face. We use this so much. I thought it was super bougie to have a North Face, but my brother and sister-in-law gave it to him for Christmas, and this is awesome because it's warm enough for Chicago, plus like blanket, but it's thin enough that it's like super car seat safe, where it's right up to their chest, and so he did not even own one of those like big bulky jackets. He did own a snowsuit, but it was like a thinner, like lined one, but this was his kind of winter coat, and I loved it. I think I'm gonna buy another North Face for him next year because we use this every single day. It was awesome. Oh, and then at daycare they make him little outfits. So here's his Valentine's Day one. Sometimes they ask us to supply like a shirt. They'll be like, give us a plain white shirt or whatever, and sometimes they don't. And this one I don't think they did. They just like bought everybody shirts, and those are supposedly, excuse me, I hiccuped. Those are supposedly his feet. I don't know. A lot of the little arts and crafts come with his feet or handprints, and I've never noticed him like coming home with anything on his feet or hands. Ooh, this was what is that brand called? It's Kristen Cavallari's brand. Cavallari. That's on her Nashville show. Hold up. Uncommon James. So this is Little James clothing. So we actually went to the store with him in October. So he was like 4 months old, and they were filming. So I keep watching this season to see like, am I in there at all? They were just like filming audience shots, and I'm sure they were not. But it was like right when they put out the Little James clothing. So I went over with like, oh look, I'm a mom and I have a baby, and let's look. But we had just come from pedicures. We had the pedicure things on our feet, and I'm like, oh my God, we look so trashy right now. But whatever. It was cute. It's actually really good quality, I will say. I think it ran a little small. Oh no, I won't say that because it was 6 to 12 months. I thought it was 12 months, but it's not. It's 6 to 12 months. It says it's Kristen Cavallari / sapling. This is so cute. Ask a grown-up to wash me in cool water and hang me in the sun to dry, print side down. If you can't wait that long, put me in the dryer on low. That's so cute. I did not follow those instructions. I wash everything on cold. I wash all of his colors together, and I dried this multiple times, and it still turned out really well. It says, keep exploring. This was a cute little top that he wore a few times. This was his Christmas outfit. You serious, Clark? From the Griswolds. And he had a pair of little Christmas pants that went with that too. Super cute. Wore that to a Christmas party and then a few times afterwards. Little Christmas reindeer sweater. This was so good. Little everything. Would it be weird if I was like, that's not cute? Every top or everything I open up, I'm like, that's so cute. I don't think he didn't wear this. It still has the tags. This is just like this little bomber jacket that he had. And now it's too small for him. But we'll save it for next kid. I think what we decided, we're holding on to the two little clothes here. So then we're just in the townhouse and we're not sure how much longer. I think we'll stay here for another 2 years. So if we end up having a second kid here, those will be easy to access. And then this stuff I'm either going to vacuum seal and like store under our bed or something, or I might steal a spot in my in-laws' house or something and leave it there. There's just a few more things of my favorites that I'll show you guys. These were his first pair of jeans, like jeans. These are jeans. This is my sister, his godmother. Look at these. And he wore these for at least one of his No, he wore these for one of his photos, so I'll pop that on here. I've been really good with the photos, by the way. And then he had a bazillion of these guys. These were just the fleece pajama onesies, which were great for the winter when he was being watched by my parents or by my in-laws. I never had him sleep in these. I think just once when I didn't have his wrap available. But I had him in these in the cold days constantly. I would put, a onesie underneath them, and it was really good to travel with. Here are the bottoms of the Clark Griswold thing. How cute. Little Christmas tree. He had a Valentine's Day similar bottoms. He was a little heartbreaker. I took a photo shoot with him there, and that was like 5 in the morning on Valentine's Day. But he had a bazillion of those little onesies, and then these cotton onesies that have become my total favorite, both with the feet and without the feet. I feel bad because sometimes lately I've been having him sleep without feet, like if it's a little warmer, and I'm like constantly scared that his little toes are going to get cold, but he seems to be fine. And we just have a few pairs of pants, and then his little, this was from New Year's, glitter sparkle. Just because he's a boy doesn't mean he can't sparkle. And then we had a bunch of vests, which were always my favorite too. Easy to do in the fall and the warmer winter days and around the house even. But I loved going through all of these, and I'm going to make them into neat little piles, just like I did with my 9-month ones over here. I have a few videos coming up. I'm going to do well, I guess I did kind of an unboxing on here, but like a product I purchased for me unboxing. I'm going to have that coming up pretty soon, a pair of shoes that I haven't tried the brand before. And then I have a few reviews coming up. Also, I had done a 0 to 3 month must-have and then a 3 to 6 month must-have, but I think I'm going to do a 6 to 12 month must-have. I've started a list, and really there's not like that huge of a difference to me of products to split those up into two. I think, 6 to 12 months is much better. So I'm going to do that pretty soon too. And I have a whole list, and I'm excited going forward. Maybe I'll post once a week on here. I was shooting for Fridays, so we'll see if I get this up on a Friday or not. But going forward, I think I'll do it as I feel like it for now, and then I'll have a few more goals in the future. So nobody's even watching this, I'm sure, and I don't really care. This is for me, and that's what it's for. It's to make me feel better and to give me a little hobby and let me express my creativity, and then have a little journal too. There's definitely some like self-evaluation you go through like the months after becoming a mom and the months after it like not being so new to you anymore. And I have some thoughts on that. Maybe I'll talk about another time soon. And I feel like a lot of people are always really worried, or should be worried, about like brand new moms. Those first few weeks, those first few months, what do they say, like the 100 dark days afterwards of postpartum depression. And I think there needs to be a little bit more awareness of months and months after that too. So I've recently weaned off of breastfeeding, and I'll do a whole video on that if we want, but I made it literally 10 months exactly, and he was 10 months and 1 day and was like, don't want it anymore. And that changes you. It's like a mental thing, and it's a hormonal thing, absolutely, because you're going through these transitions. Hey, Brady. And then also, I'm going to do kind of a serious video, or possibly even video series, on postpartum anxiety, because PPA, I had not even heard of that before, and I absolutely struggled with that. And I still am struggling with that a little bit. And that didn't happen to me right away. That happened to me like several months afterwards and is still happening. So that's just something that I wanted to talk about. And so this is a space for me. If anybody else wants to actually listen to me, I don't care. This isn't for anybody else. But if it would help somebody else going forward once I do start talking about that, that would be great. Or just to forewarn people of that. But this is just, I think, mentally good for me to sit here and make these videos and create and have time for me. Me time, which is really good because I think that's important. So anyway, not to leave that on like a weird note, but I think a lot of you understand where I'm coming from, and I'm looking forward to the future and to the summer and to the next several months. And I'm not looking forward to my baby turning 1 for some reason. Like, out of this entire year, the idea of him turning 1 is like the most emotional that I've been. Like, I'm more emotional about him turning 1 than I was when he was born. I'm like, no. So, I'll talk about his birthday party plans and everything we have planned for the summer. So, looking forward to it. Thanks for joining me. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.